Morning everyone, it's been a little while. We've done quite a lot since the last vlog. Got the ceiling finished, we've got the lights in, we framed around all of the windows, which was the last one. We managed to frame this big window here, got these ceiling lights in, and now we're just getting started on putting the divide in. So this divide is going to provide the main support for the rest of the build. We're going to be using this to build the shower off it this way, because we're gonna have a fixed shower. We did put a poll out on our Instagram, see what people thought, and it was kind of split, but I think because we're going to be going away for quite some time in it, we're going to go for the fixed shower, which would be sweet. Oh yeah, we've also got the Truma heater, so our diesel heater installed, ready to run the water services to it. So that is looking mighty fine down there, and we've got the fuel line going underneath the van into the tank, which is awesome. It's been very thoroughly tested up to like 30 degrees, which has been absolutely sweet. We went down to the sea in Dorset probably about 2 weeks ago, and it was amazing. It was just like 30 degrees in here. I mean, probably too hot. We had to turn it off in the end. But yeah, it's really starting to take shape, so I'm absolutely stoked with how it's coming along. So yeah, the next part, you're going to see some footage of how we're going to build out the shower area from the kitchen cabinetry, and then running the services in, and then hopefully, I'm hoping to have this finished by the end of January, but we'll see how we get on. It always takes a little bit longer, and the weather's been so terrible lately. But yeah. So making good progress today. Managed to get the framing done for the to separate the bed from the garage area. So this is what we've got so far. As you can see, we've got the partition in here, which is sitting just underneath the fabricated bed frame, and I'm just making some cardboard templates to get this piece of timber right. And then once we've done that, this piece of cardboard, we're going to get another scrap piece in just to get it bang on before I use the ply, which is going to run all the way along here, and then we're going to frame it onto here as well to give it a support for the upper cabinets. I think we're going to have a bit of
a few moments later,
like a wardrobe space here, and yeah, there's plenty of room for a shower and a decent sized wardrobe, because we're going to sleep widthways. We have a big seating area, so it should be alright. It's coming together, it's quite nice. Absolutely stoked. Firstly, lights are on, it's so much easier to see, and secondly, look at this, how good. Don't want to blow my own trumpet, but that is sick. We managed to get the frame in, got the first piece cut from a cardboard template straight onto the 12mm, a few little minor adjustments, and it's in, and it's like perfect. I'm going to do the other side now. So the other side is going to go from here. There's going to be a gateway for the door there. It's going to come up, and then there's going to be just a little backsplash for the kitchen where the kitchen runs. I was going to run it all the way up, but I just don't think we need to, and it may give a little bit of extra structural support for the upper cabinets, but I just don't think it's going to be make or break, and the hassle of doing it is going to be a lot more. Well, I just don't think it's going to be worth it. And the cupboards are going to be strong enough anyway. We won't put anything too heavy in there. But yeah, this is like really transforming into, you know, a little house now, so we're both getting mega excited. And I feel like there's not that much more to do. I'm probably wrong. We've got the electric still to do, but we've had help from Tom's van build. He's done some consultancy for us to help us out with that. We've got the services to run just the water and fit the water tanks, and then everything else is the carpentry stuff, which is the bit that I really love. I'm not a carpenter, but I enjoy it, and I seem to do alright at it, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this comes on. Even more happy, I've managed to get the second piece in, which is looking sweet. Super chuffed with this curve. You can thank the pineapple chunks for that one, which is wicked. So I'm gonna put it into place, then use the router to make a door hole, and then I'll make the door separately to go on top with some hinges, so we can get through to the garage, which will be sweet. I can't believe just even putting this in today how much it's taken shape. It is mental. So chuffed with it though. I think it's the first time in the van build that I've felt super happy and not even a little bit nervous and stuff like that. So yeah, this is the fun part. Hey everyone, so today is another day. We managed to get the inside divider finished, which looks awesome. As you can probably see, I've cut a hole for the door as well. There's going to be like a little door that's going to go over the top, so we can get through to the garage. The kitchen's going to be on the right here, and the fixed shower and wardrobe is going to be on the left hand side. Just had all of our electrical components turned up as well, which is mega, from Tom's van build. So yeah, today is something slightly different because we've got a break in the weather, so I'm going to do some outside stuff today and get the solar panels on the roof. We have 4 160 watt Renogy solar panels, so I'm going to connect those in series on top of the van. We've got a front runner roof rack that's going to hold them. I thought we'd have a bit more space in the roof rack. It's all being used up for solar, so we can't really put anything on there, so a pretty expensive way to mount your solar panels, but I like the look of it, so is what it is. We have got I'll show you what they look like on the roof so far. They need to be fixed down yet, so they are, as you can see, sitting at the back and at the front. We've got a split rack, so it breaks in the middle where the fan is, and that's because front runner do the trays slightly differently. So if you were to have it joined up, it'd just be 2 slimline 2 trays that come, and then you join them up with like the expedition rails to make it look like one. But we've gone for having it split anyway, which means that it needs to just make some extension cables in order to connect the solar panels up in series. Because there's the cables that come on these panels, they're not very long. Like I thought Renogy would have done bigger cables for them, but they don't. So yeah, that's today's task, is getting them bolted on there. The good thing about the front runner roof rack though is that firstly it's already on the van, and secondly in each slat that goes across the roof rack there's a sort of there's a place where you can put bolts in for attachments, so I can actually fix them really easily with M8 bolts and nuts that holds them down, so I don't have to do any more drilling in the roof of the van. Thank God. It was a disaster last time. We had water coming in the van, so yeah, that's going to be today's job while it's dry. These roof racks have slats in them, like little grooves cut out. What I can do is drop an M8 bolt in there that will then slide in, lock, and what happens is if I was to bring the panel over, I'm not going to put it in because I need to get it lined up properly. The panel, a little bolt that you can see there, so that bolt there doesn't touch the solar panel. Drop a washer on it, and then yeah, that'll be golden. And hopefully, I don't think we're going to need many, so maybe 2 at the front, 2 at the back, and that'll hold it in place lovely. Some of the holes in the solar panels don't quite line up, so I might have to just drill into the aluminium frame on the solar panel to make the holes where I want them, but it shouldn't be too much hassle, and if I do, I'll show you that. So we're here getting the last 2 solar panels on, well, half of them, so I'll show you what I've done. Hopefully you can see. with these solar panels here, see these bolts are going on? What I'm going to do is this bolt goes through here, and then drop a washer on the top, and then put a nut on it. Sweet. And in order to get the in order to get my hand underneath the solar panel, I've had to put some washers on each nut to lift it up enough so we can secure it down. So it should be good though. Nearly on. DVD dropping some more stuff off, as per usual. So this is the reality. Putting your solar panels up. I'm right underneath the roof rack, getting about 2 turns. 2 turns, about an 1/8 of a turn on the nut every time with the ratchet. Hell of a forearm pump. One more solar panel to go after this nut, and then we're done. Then connect them up, and then work on the electrics this weekend. Sick. Hey everyone, it's been a few days since I last recorded, but we've got quite a bit done. I've managed to get the shower built, somewhat built, so I'll just show you that quickly. So we've got the shower cubicle finished, as you can see here. We've got both walls in. We've got the room for a wardrobe here, and the shower, and then the toilet's going to go in. Also got sort of garage area pretty much finished, which is in here. So as you can see, we've got our solar setup, so our MPPT, our 4 lithium batteries into we've got our 12 volt here, we've got our DC to DC charger there, and our 3000 watt inverter into our 230 volt fuse box, which runs through another 12 volt fuse box and then runs through the van. So it's been a busy couple of days getting this sorted. We've managed to also trim some of this here, put some aluminium trim on it. We've put some black coin rubber matting on the floor and boxing the batteries in. So the idea is that all of this is going to be boxed in, so when the mountain bikes are in the back, you won't see either the water tank on the right or the battery bank on the left. It will just be watertight. And this is the shower area. So what we've got on today is fitting the shower, drilling the holes through the shower pan, through the floor of the van, and hopefully fitting the underslung 70 litre grey waste tank. So as you can see what I'm doing here, I've got this, which is a 90mm waste bit that's going to go through here, so we'll flex that into place, and then drill it through the van. So I've just drilled through the floor of the van, as you can see. I'm off underneath, and now time will tell whether it's in the right spot. I've measured it out, I'm pretty sure it's in the right spot, and I really fucking hope it is. Otherwise we've got to redo the shower. So drilled the hole through the floor somewhat successfully. Now it's fine. A little bit close to the structural member though. But it just means you've got to move the shower tray a little bit, probably like ½ an inch, bring it forward, and then I'll have to just put a little batten behind the shower tray to make it work, but I think it's fine. I'm not going to drill another hole through the floor, so it should be all good. And there it is. I've just Sikaflexed around all the inside of it to keep it nice and watertight if there's any leaks, don't want the insulation getting damp or anything. So, and then when we're finished, I'm going to wax seal the bottom of the van, so any screws that show through, that'll all be fully sealed, so it won't be rusting or water getting through. So this is the current state of the van build. Halfway through the shower and halfway through installing the plumbing. The shower area's done. The back area with the garage is pretty much finished, and yeah, like the kitchen units are going to be up next, along with the upper cabinets and finishing the shower, the front blinds and the curtains, and then we are pretty much done, apart from the doors, which everyone leaves till the last minute. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to carry on following the build and what we get up to after. Cheers.